It's about 50,000. I've actually lost track a little bit.
50,000 Christmas lights. In Geneva, Illinois, Greg Parcell has a passion for decorating his home for the holidays.
The first few years we would add more lights, we'd add more characters, more displays in the yard. And probably we added about 10–20% to it every year. We always, would add a few more decorations and do a few things every year, and the display would just grow and grow, and they got into it and enjoyed that aspect of it. Normally I'll start putting lights up in the less visible aspects of it, usually right after Halloween, right around the first part of November. And then the week of Thanksgiving, start putting up the larger decorations, and we'll light it up usually the Saturday or the Sunday after Thanksgiving.
But with all of these lights and the traffic that comes with them, what type of response does he get from the neighbors?
We're lucky we've got very, very patient neighbors and very supportive neighbors. The neighbors on either side of us and directly across the street, they do have to deal with the traffic and the driveways being blocked, but they're very supportive, and they've been very, very helpful in that aspect.
Greg isn't only popular with the community, he has also received national attention.
We've had Fox News Channel, we've had all the local Chicago stations come out, and the Tribune and Sun-Times and people like that, especially when we first got started. When we were doing this and doing the computer synchronization, there was probably about a dozen of us around the country that were doing it because the technology was very new, and just we were really developing it as we went.
As a pioneer in holiday light displays, Greg developed a website to share his display with the world.
The website, I think I developed in 2001, even before we went to maybe even 2000. And it was really for a way to share photos and news about the website with our family and friends, that are spread across the country. We added the webcam about 4 or 5 years ago. First it was just a streaming video, and then a couple of years ago we added the audio and sync with it, and run that now. And it gives people really, we have users all over the world that will tune in and watch it. We get a lot of servicemen stationed in Iraq and Afghanistan that will send emails that they've watched it.
So many decorations, the hardest part seems to be finding a place to keep it all.
It's getting to be tougher and tougher. Probably half the decorations are stored in an attic above our garage. About another fourth of them are actually stored in the garage in storage bins. I have about 85 storage bins that we use, and the rest of it goes in our basement. There's 22 storage bins here that are just for extension cords mainly, and this is 1/4 of the storage bins that we have. We have about 85 storage bins now that we use, but I ran out of space in the attic, so I've got to keep them down here.
Of course, all of this couldn't happen without some advanced technology behind the scenes.
This is the main controller for that's controlling everything out in the yard right now. This is a single board computer that's processing all the animation to all the 228 channels. This is an MP3 player that's playing the music and synchronizing the two together. This is our FM transmitter. It's a low power FM transmitter. It's transmitting about a 1/4 mile radius. It has 2 feeds. It has the MP3 player, then it has the audio from our virtual Santa into it also, broadcasting out into the yard. I can show you a little bit of the software. So for a typical maybe 3-minute song that's moderate tempo, I'll end up with about 300 individual timings for that one song. So I have to take those 300 individual timings times the 228 channels and define what's going on in the yard. That's what is the tedious part of this in getting it done. Once I've completed the song, and I have a song list here, I can select what songs I want. I compile them into one show. I can then define what time it should start in the afternoon, what time it should shut off at night, those types of actions, and I download it to the Monster Brain controller, and at that point the Monster Brain takes over and runs the show. The bad thing about the display is every year we probably get some vandalism. Some years it's very minor, other years it's been a little bit more. So we've had to put the cameras out. Since we started using the cameras, it's really helped. But it's unfortunately something that it's part of doing the display. I've never really understood why people vandalize a Christmas display.
Even with all of this time and effort put into setting up the display, Greg still found the time to contribute to the community.
After the first couple years of the display, when we started getting a lot of traffic, and I wanted to find a way to put that traffic to use, so to speak. And I thought, what better way to come up with some type of a charity effort to talk to people as they're coming by the display. To me, the logical thing was the toy drive for Christmas, and I got hooked up with the local Marine Corps detachment here, and we've been very successful. Every year we get hundreds of toys that people bring by and donate, and I've actually started working with them even closer. I'll not only deliver our own toys, but I'll stop by other local businesses that are collecting toys and take them up to the local distribution center.
But why does Greg really do it?
It makes us feel good. We get a lot of emails, a lot of letters every year from families that we've become part of their Christmas traditions. So they come by every year. A lot of families come by multiple times every year. Grandparents bring their grandkids. Even during the day when the display is not really on, we'll have, especially the little kids, stop by. So it's nice to know that we're part of those family traditions now.
For more information on the Parslow Family Christmas display, visit 'twasthenightbefore.com.